Everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Cup number 13. Welcome to another game of Group B. This is going to be between PhoenixYo and AreKharak, who is on the stream, which is pretty fun. I still don't know how to say your name, so hopefully I'm not screwing it up too bad. You thought Sparrow was a noob? No, he's like one of the best players of all time in DOK. Was it like Are? Like yes in Persian? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I see. You're just saying this game is good. Good. But no spoilerinos. So we have Coalition versus Soban both times. Looks like first game AreKharak is going to pick the Boneyard, and second game Phoenix will pick the Shallows. Again, I think the pick order is backwards, but it's not a big deal. LAV Fab starting for AreKharak. And PhoenixYo looks like he'll just be going for some economy. Not sure though. He has retired his base runner, sends that probe out. So tell me guys, do you suspect that we'll see railguns this game, or no? I'm never sure with these players. Production upgrade actually starting for PhoenixYo, which is a little bit suspicious. I mean, even if he gets like base runner inventory, you can't build two base runners at once, let alone actually like use the turrets there. This seems very bad. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. You're just a gentleman? More like you just can't read. Oh, got him! So it's gonna be LAV Fab, I suppose. But again, this is just so much later because of production upgrade. That can't possibly be the way to go. Oh well. AreKharak, it seems, doing his kind of usual thing. He builds a bunch of LAVs, escorts the base runner into the extraction. Still not really a huge fan of this because you're always going to slow down your economy doing that. We'll see if he manages to make it work. Probe is here behind the dune, which is interesting, given that it's a probe. But again, you know the reasons for that. Wow, look at this probe micro, actually. That's spectacular. Still gonna die the base runner, but at least, excuse me, at least he made a show out of it. I wonder if I can give probes like a veterancy value in Joke Patch. Not like they get veterancy, but they drop it when you kill them. That might be interesting. Oh, and it's a support cruiser. Oh! You've never seen him do LEVs first, so you must not have watched him last tournament then. That was pretty much exclusively his build during the group stage. Because, you know, he would get an artifact out with it each time, right? He'd take the base runner out here, get some LEVs around it, and then extract. Looks like this time he's going to attack, which is what I was always saying he ought to do. And that's good, because PhoenixYo has gone for this kind of middle-of-the-road build, so AreKharak's attack is going to be stronger, and he'll be able to get a better eco if he follows up right. Actually, he already has armor, too, which is interesting, but it will make this fight a lot better for him. Gets a kill off here from PhoenixYo's LAV blob, which is nice. And PhoenixYo going to start AV Fab so that he can have some defense. This is where AreKharak really wants to be expanding, and look at that, he's building salvagers. Very good. Very good. Support Cruiser for PhoenixYo is up here on the second base, so he will be on 2 base before too long, but for some reason he retired his salvagers, which is going to really slow this down, so not exactly a fan of that, but here's the artifact, which AreKharak always likes to get. And we'll see what his Support Cruiser timing looks like. He might actually be... No, he's got 3. I was going to say he's pop block, but probably not. Looks like base runner inventory for PhoenixYo. I've seen this before. Usually a little bit earlier, even. This is a big blob of LEVs. I mean, like, he might really be able to, like, jump on this carrier here. Well, I mean, not that he's going to kill the carrier, but he'll be able to jump on these positions. You know AreKharak can set down a turret, but, like, if these LEVs can get on top of the turret fast enough, it might just not matter. And he has armor, too, which means that, like, even just a couple of AAVs can't really defend. So I think this is PhoenixYo just kind of not recognizing his position in the game state. He needs these LEVs back at home. Yeah, this doesn't look good. He can set down the turret, though. Looks like he is going to do that now. This support cruiser could go down quick though. Oh, and the smoke actually kind of occludes the turret, so he can run through the smoke here and then hit the turret. Ooh, I think he really wants to hit this turret here, because this is going to do a lot of damage over the fight. I feel like there was a lot more potential here, but these LEVs are kind of dying too quick. What's going on the other side? Nothing much, doesn't look like. Yeah, I mean, I think if he killed the turret right away and then he just like ran through after that, he might have been able to kill these two guys and then have a weakened main base that PhoenixYo has to defend even more. As it stands, he didn't really get anything. I mean, he killed the turret, but he lost a lot of LAVs there. I'm not sure exactly how many. 8? Really? Man, that's a lot of LAVs. This base runner will die as well. There's not really any saving this, I don't think. He did try with the targeting jammer, but not going to work this time. Of course, if PhoenixYo just kind of chooses not to shoot at him, okay, yeah, he's going to fix that. I'm trying to remember who else is in PhoenixYo's group, even. Like, he might actually be, like, the favorite from this group, which is pretty funny. I think No Fun is in this group, right? Yeah, No Fun, Sparrow, PhoenixYo, and AreKharak, yeah. But, like, the way it's going so far, he seems to be... You know, like, I mean, I think he's really winning this game, because again, AreKharak hasn't expanded yet. He won his games against Sparrow, which kind of surprises me still. Oh, yeah, spoilers for PhoenixYo versus Sparrow. And, like, the thing about No Fun is that I know that he's really good when he hits his peak, but he's quite inconsistent. Same as, like, Marchwadden, right? When he comes back into the scene like this, I feel like he's not going to be very good. At least for the first couple of games. And, yeah, PhoenixYo might actually be the favorite in his group, which is pretty rare. Not that he hasn't, like, he has 6-0'd the group before, but it was always kind of a surprise, you know? Heavy Vehicles 1, finishing for him now. Yeah, you know what it is with PhoenixYo? I think I'm deciding. Is, like, he plays these really dumb strategies, but he's really good at, like, unit control, you know? And so he manages to make it work. Uh-oh. Well, this is a fight that he doesn't win. Yeah, especially with some high ground on there too. Remember, these LEVs are like almost fully upgraded. You really have no business moving out into them with the AVs that aren't upgraded yet. Did you 6-0 more than once? Oh, jeez. It might be true. Actually, you know what? These LEVs are even going to be able to put up a bit of a fight against the gunships. But if there's 2 of them, I still think he'll be able to bop that pretty hard. But yeah, AVs, they definitely fight well into LAVs, but you've got to match the upgrades and keep them together too. This is quite a lot of numbers that AreKharak is putting together here. Surprised we haven't seen any railguns yet, but he does have the tech. Yeah, like when you go in, it like lags out. I think my laptop started doing that at some point. Sometimes Discara plays that way. Okay, gunships are done here, so here come the LAVs, but... Oh, well, that probe's gonna die. But this should be kind of a massacre here. I'm kind of amazed he's not launching just yet. Oh, I'm really amazed. Oh gosh, what are you doing? Okay, he does manage to smoke the salvagers, which is nice, but, like, you've gotta launch these gunships, so... This is, like, the juiciest you've ever seen. Oh, please do it. Please. Okay, here we go. Here come the gunships. AVs need to keep smoking these salvagers, though. It looks like they're actually gonna back away. Well, no, I mean, he was full ups, outnumbered you like 5-1, and he had, you only had like armor 1, so. When the AEVs get upgraded enough, and you match like cost, you definitely are winning that fight. It's like, it's pretty easy, so. Just important to remember not to like bring the AEVs somewhere just alone, but always give him like a buddy or 2. The real problem is that like, oh no. Look, this is so juicy, you've gotta kill this. Oh, he's wasting all of his ammo on an ALM too. Oh my gosh. Just kill the LAVs. Oh no. Oh, what a throw. Ay. This is Omega bad. And he's splitting too, so like this is not even gonna do much damage on a good day. Oh gosh. Ay. Oh, I see. You were backing away so that he couldn't see the air tech. Okay, right. Yeah, the gunship's gonna go down, alright. I mean, you need to bring both gunships and have the AEVs fight them at the same time. Aye, aye, aye. Well, so if you want the air units to for sure not target something, you need to target something else that's in range, or that's not in range, right? So that they know to shoot at this thing, but it's too far away. They'll save their ammo as they pass by other stuff, because otherwise they automatically shoot. These AVs are still in the armor too as well. But I don't think that the LAVs can really fight this. Yeah, they're gonna lose it eventually, so... And that's really crippling, though. I mean, like, PhoenixYo could still have all of his AVs up and both of the gunships and have killed this entire blob, which is... That's better, for sure. That's better, for sure. This is not the most convincing thing we've seen here. As for AreKharak, I mean, he does need to probably get some anti-air here, right? But... Is Sparrow gonna beat AreKharak, or... I don't know. Because, like, AreKharak is doing better against PhoenixYo than Sparrow did. And then Sparrow versus No Fun. That one really is going to interest me as well. Down goes the probe, by the way. Oh well, the group stage is still young. But I gotta say, with PhoenixYo 2-0ing Sparrow, it's like... If he can win this series, he's already upper bracket. And then there's only one spot left. So, I mean, this is really... an interesting series, I think. It's got a lot on the line. MagXL starting to tech here. AreKharak actually hasn't built any railguns yet, but... Well, maybe he'll do that eventually. He doesn't really have any defense on the main base either, though. Again, by the way, note that he didn't even lose a single salvager here, because... You know, reasons. Don't gunship the eco. Like, you can just build strike fighters to do it. They're just better. These AVs are gonna lose to the ALMs as well, by the way, with the LAVs in tow. But he does need to handle this, yes. He's gonna go back there. And see, AreKharak's got Assault Pack, so he could run over a little faster if he needs it. And he has SCAA, which is kind of tempting. Yeah, it'll kill off this gunship. The LAVs are here, so he might kill off the AVs too. The kind of, I guess the ace in the sleeve here is the bombers, but like, that's not really gonna beat this comp. So, I don't know. This doesn't look so good. Still though, I really think AreKharak needs to start building railguns. I mean, if your opponent is doing mono AV like this, railguns are really good. And then just get some anti-air in the form of missile batteries, keep them with the army. You know, I feel like you're gonna be golden there. I kind of like this. So if AreKharak sees this really quickly, he can come up and put that packs on it to kill that off, but otherwise, yeah, that turret's gonna be really annoying. Or if he happened to have like a base runner, he could just drop a TJ on it. I see PhoenixYo is kind of getting trolled by the base runner though, which often happens. Okay, AreKharak is getting more upgrades for the non-existent railguns. He is building them now though. Good, good. Yeah, it looks like he didn't see this in time, so he's gonna have to leave this base until he can clear this out. Which again, is pretty annoying, but it looks like this base runner is kind of offering itself as a sacrifice. That's nice. Oh, don't go back just now. There's still a turret there, you know? Ooh. LAV is gonna boost in, try and deal with this. Oh gosh. Okay, well he will kill it, but here come the bombers, and I feel like this is probably just a dead SC. There is a lot of anti-air here, to be fair, but it's in the form of LAVs, which are not terribly effective against bombers. Yeah, 1, 2... Buckle my shoe, know what I'm saying? And actually there's another bomber done for PhoenixYo if you'd wanted to maybe get the salvagers too, but... Still, he'll be happy with that. But it's still AVs, and, you know, AreKharak's got a bunch of railguns here, so... Even without armor 3 too, which is the most effective one, I think, against railguns, because it gives the hull integrity of 100. Meanwhile, AreKharak, by the way, teching heavy vehicles 3, which is pretty good. That's gonna make these railguns very tanky against the AVs. You can see they still, I think, actually lose the DPS fight at close range, but the real problem for AreKharak has got to be the bombers, right? Oh, and he hasn't even teched any anti-air at all. I guess he just wants the support cruisers to do it for him, but I'm not sure if this really works. Targeting jammer is available, by the way, but hasn't been used. That would be nice to see. Oh, you're back from HEB. Nice. Oh, you got the turret. Look at that. Maybe AreKharak will be able to do something on that backside then, but... Again, though, you really want to use that targeting jammer. I mean, like, maybe it's just a vanilla habit, because normally targeting generators are pretty bad. You only use them when the situation is really good, because they cost all this money, but in Jaraci, when it's free, I think you really just gotta go for it. Oh. Did the bomber just, like, drop on LAVs? He's moving out as if he still has a bomb, but honestly, that isn't so bad, because he can tank the SCAA, but still, he's not gonna be able to get any kills here. That was a little bit messy. Looks like Heavy Vehicles 3 is finally finishing for PhoenixYo. The armor will actually be really welcome here for fighting against those LAVs, but the problem is the armor break, which AreKharak is always going to be bringing with those railguns of his. Yeah, these bombers are ready to kill an SC though, and again, AreKharak is just refusing to answer it. Uh-oh. Oh, I can already see how this is going. Again, you need to target a unit that you can see at. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, phew. Thank goodness. Alright, he did manage to clean that one up. But looks like AreKharak is doing the same here. He's just taking names out there. Yeah, Support Cruiser's gonna fall. I don't know. I mean, I just kind of feel like neither player is responding at all to what their opponent is doing, so I'm not sure who's gonna win this. It's difficult to predict. Honestly, a gunship would be really good again. But like the problem on Boneyard, if you get pushed back here, is that your opponent just gets railguns up there, and like, what do you do about it? Both players have armor 3. PhoenixYo doesn't have Mag Excel. AreKharak is playing Saban too, so you know how that goes. Looks like the carrier's gonna move out here, but he doesn't have any power at all. This is certainly death. Like, okay, PhoenixYo needs to wait. He can't fight yet. He needs to smoke here. Oh gosh, he needs to smoke here, and he needs to use the bombers, kill the railguns, and then go in. Oh gosh, what is he doing? This isn't good. I like the attempt at the jetpack, but it's a little bit forlorn. Railguns will fall, by the way. These are damaged 2 LAVs. Here comes the bomber, though, but I think it's just too late. I mean, everything's died here. Not to mention, AreKharak does just have more carrier power by virtue of the one artifact he's gotten. I mean, neither player's invested much into it, but... Did I age 30 years? Wait, what? do you mean because of Cow Schmau's games? Because in that case, yes, it was very stressful. But... 30 years? That might be a bit too much. That'd have me at like 55 already. Well, 53. Yeah, PhoenixYo's gonna die to death. Look at this. It's kind of amazing his opponent didn't answer railguns for this long, and didn't answer air for this long, and he still died to the railgun push. That was a weird game, man. I just don't even know what to think about this. Why don't we jump into game 2 and hope that things make a bit more sense? Although, that is a bit bold of me to assume, isn't it? Oh, it's the Shallows. What a surprise. Well, looks like PhoenixYo's gonna pick this again. Six Flags Magic Mountain is watching my channel? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Anyway. Here we are on the Shallows. Looks like PhoenixYo has the 30-degree spawn. And AreKharak has the 45-degree spawn. Trig, baby. I know because I designed the map. They're literally that much angle from the floor. Yeah, I think both of you should have done a lot better, to be honest. I think somehow you both managed to lose at the same time. I think, honestly, I just have to DQ you both. Nice colors, by the way. Did you steal them from Cookies? I like how AreKharak is just running Soban red. Very classy. Very classy. He knows how to bring the red. Know what I'm saying? Probe here, by the way, not going to die for once. Does manage to see the base runner is still up, but he's going to want to come back in and check to see what's happening later. LEV Fab is done. And again, I kind of like throwing this probe out because you're sort of tricking your opponent into thinking that you have, like, economy going, but it's not actually true. Would be good to spend money though. Okay, there we go. AV5 is gonna come out, so it looks like it's gonna be a rush. Yeah, but you're doing it again, eh? Yeah, I mean, the real problem is, like, it seems that your style works a lot better when you're ahead, but you gotta recognize when you're not, right? You need to, like, if you don't have control over the map, you can't move out with, strike units, you know what I mean? Because then, well, they'll just die, right? Your opponent has control of the map, he can rotate faster, you'll end up just getting outnumbered, so... Even if it is the better tech, it just doesn't really matter, so... Oh, I see, because you knew he would go LAV. What did Houston say? What's your favorite fast food fries? Gonna have to go with McDonald's, honestly. They're pretty good. Which is funny, because it's like the only thing that McDonald's does well. Well, that's respectable. I mean, it seemed like AreKharak was doing really well with the LAV war last game, so... I can see the idea. Carrier production upgrades on the way too, I see. Yeah, but again, you just, you can't, you know, get that much outnumbered. Like, even, like, cost-wise, because the AVs are 220 by 40, right? I don't quite remember. No, I think they only cost, like, 20 RUs. So it's about the cost of 3 LAVs, so... If your opponent outnumbers you 3-1, you're even in cost, but you'll still win because you have the LAVs. And he was outnumbering you like 8-1 with full ups against nothing. It's not going to be close. Ah, I see. You're trying to like avoid the micro, yeah. That does make sense to me. So sad you need to lose weight, yeah. Waterburger's not going to do it for that. Base run inventory, taking for PhoenixYo. A big shocker, as always. 12-4? No way. Not with even upgrades. Certainly not. Plus, you gotta realize, like, AVs have AoE damage too, so it's really difficult to micro against them. Here's a good demonstration. Although, again, he has armor 2 this time already, but... Oh, and PhoenixYo doesn't even have armor 1. Oh... Yeah, this might be bad, but with the high ground, it looks like he's turning this around. Again, the AoE is doing pretty good. Okay, yeah, it looks like AreKharak is gonna have to back off here. I mean, this is why, in general, I'd say you shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't fight against bad tech, right? Like, if you've got LAVs, you shouldn't try to fight the AAVs with them unless you really see the window. So at this point, like, AreKharak needs to pivot into something else, but instead he just keeps getting the upgrades, but, you know, it's curious, like, I mean, if you really have the big upgrade lead and you outnumber him a lot, you can jump on him, which is what happened last game, which is just weird, because it shouldn't happen, right? Like, if you build equal cost, you'll always win with the AAVs, but, I don't know. Just bad positioning, I guess. Yeah, AAVs only get the armor, but you'd really rather have that. They're pretty tanky units. LAVs don't do a whole lot of damage per shot. You get armor upgrades, it's really, really effective. So, plus they get 3, whereas LAVs only get 2. I mean, AAVs definitely win it. It's not really a question. Base runner's here with a targeting jammer, though. That can always turn things. We do have the, oh no, this isn't the customary PhoenixYo turret. Very off-meta from him today. TJ gets set up, but it's not really in a very advantageous position. The LAVs are going to manage to kill the base runner, but if they go back to, fight the AAVs, I'm pretty sure they lose. I mean, PhoenixYo has armor 2. Damage 1 is now teching, which will help, but it won't possibly, like, turn that for him, so... Anyway, he only lost a targeting jammer for it, and that's just only time, so this is pretty good cost-efficient-wise. Nah, there's just no way. I mean, we could even test this if you want, but there's just no way. Not sure how the salvager got here. Maybe he accidentally teleported. No, because his carrier hasn't turned at all. Curious. Damage 2 coming out, by the way. And heavy vehicles 3 is definitely tempting here, but it's tough to get it on one base, so we might not see it for a little while. That's what PhoenixYo needs to do, though, is just expand. Especially when he has the base runners like this, he can drop down a lot of turrets. Yeah, damage 2 finishing, so that's full ups for AreKharak now. If he outnumbers enough, then he can start winning, but this is only 2-1, like, there's no way he wins that fight. Depends on the targeting jammer, though, I suppose. Like, maybe if he lands a really, really good one, he might be able to do something, but... That's a risky game to play. It seems like AreKharak is fine with playing it, but I don't know, this does not seem good. He does have an SC coming out, though. Gonna upgrade his production again. There's the targeting jammer, but it's not going to catch too many of them here. I like the smoke, actually. Wow, yeah, really good smoke micro there. Delicious. Uh-oh, the AV needs to run away now, though. Okay, good. He's going to get him back here. And the LAVs are going to try to jump in on this, but I really don't think they can win it. They do have a bit of high ground here. That's helping, but yeah, it's low health bars across the board. If they stick in much longer, they're going to die here. There's no TJ cooldown left either, so... PhoenixYo can just kind of walk in and kill this base runner at his leisure. Yep, looks like that is what he's going to do. He wants to prioritize that. And the LAVs will fall as well. But AreKharak is expanding, so he's got that going for him at least. PhoenixYo hasn't started work on that yet. And see, look, this isn't even full upgrades yet. Like, PhoenixYo can still get Armor 3, which is actually quite a lot, because it gives them the 100 health, too. Armor 3 is the most efficient tech in the line. Oh, I just had a funny idea. So what if I made it in Joke Patch, set like the skimmers, when you upgrade their armor, they gain even more damage, but they like lose health. That'd be kind of funny. I kind of want to do that. Anyway, I believe that AreKharak is building another SC, but I can't exactly... Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. I take it all back. So PhoenixYo's finished his, and they're both going to get up on 2 base now, it looks like. Armor 3 is available. I'd be really tempted to click that. I mean, you've seen so many LAVs this game already. It's like, that's a good tech. That's a good tech. Doesn't look like he's interested, though. There's thoughts to assault cruisers, too. Of course, it is shallows. I mean, you expect railguns, and it's AreKharak, so maybe it's best to just go for that now. But I don't know. There's a lot of interesting options to kill off this LAV blob. SCAA, by the way, teching for AreKharak. Really prefer that he scouts instead, but it's sometimes difficult to do. And he knows that these LAVs are kind of being hunted across the map here by the AAVs, so it's not a terrible choice. But again, he really needs Railgun Fab. Like, you can't keep fighting LAV versus AV and expect it to go well. He does have a bit of a ALM wall set up on the main, which is nice. Armor 3 is going to finish now. So that's good, he did get the tech. And now it becomes really hard to fight these things. That 100 health is really going to mean a lot, and the extra armor is nice too. Going to be very, very difficult for these LAVs to fight back, especially if the AVs have high ground like this. Ooh, yeah, you better not take that fight. I don't know about running into the ALM wall, though. He might have to back out from that, but... Oh, let's see. It's going to happen, it looks like. So they're fighting at the ALM... Oh, no, you have to fight with all 4. You have to fight with all 4 here. Oh, gosh, this is not good. I think probably what happened was he got split up with the, Wow, he's not taking any damage, though. Okay, maybe I take it back. Anyway, I think the problem was that he was split up by the ALM there. Wait a minute, is there air? Oh no, that's a wreck opening over on this side. Well, the thing is, like, AAVs can even be blobbed better than LAVs. Yeah, I think it was probably the ALMs. You know, when you give people a control order when they're stunned by the ALM, they just do nothing, which is really annoying, but, yeah. Anyway, AVs take up 2 pop, I think, and LAVs... No, AVs take up 3, and LAVs take up 2. So it's like 3 over 2 for the population score, whereas you needed to just be 3, right? In order to actually match the blob. It's like... Whether it's population, cost, damage, it just doesn't add up. Like, LAV blobs are not going to beat AAVs. Not when you get them upgraded enough. Looks like carrier mobility finishing now for AreKharak. He thinks perhaps to do some mobilizing. And taking systems too, okay, so I guess he's gonna try to like use the carrier against these AVs. He does have another support cruiser here, so he's all unlocked. That is nice for him. Right now it's gunships for PhoenixYo, because, you know, it always is. And he's doing bombers again. This time he really needs to be able to, like, get the damage in that he needs. But the gunships are good against the LAVs. Like, that is really a effective method there. Smoke is kind of not helping here, actually. What you want to do is, like, smoke either the ALMs or smoke your own AVs when they get low. Well, I'm not sure how you can say that, because the AVs can just do the same thing. I mean, they'll kill the LAVs faster, right? I will say, I believe that AVs actually get outranged slightly, which is surprising, but it's, like, very slight. We could use the smoke here. But you're right, the speed is the advantage of LAVs, so. But they're never gonna fight AVs head on. I mean, even if you look at this fight, you lost 3 AVs and he just lost, like, 10 LAVs. The numbers just don't add up, that isn't worth it, you know? Like, you won that fight, even though you lost the base runner, I suppose. Looks like bombers are on the queue here, but again, the gunships are here, ready to kill the LAVs. Like, I don't really know why you go over here, especially with SCAA already finished, but you couldn't know that. But, like, this is so juicy. Just, like, come up and bang, just pound these guys, right? Like, you might as well. AreKharak needs to split, but yeah, it looks like you will. Oh, this is the last game we have to cast, actually. Oh, you might not actually get the gunship here. The bomber can finish the kill on the support cruiser, too. I'd love to see him do that. Yeah, AreKharak last game just, like, refused to admit that air existed, so we'll see what he does this time. Looks like he will kill off this turret, which is good. Well, see, that just can't be, because look, you didn't hold the LAVs off. Bomber did a bit of friendly fire there, even, but, bombers are generally not super good at LAVs, but sometimes they'll just kill them all, which is always interesting, so I don't mind trying for it, but I think it's really the railguns you've got to hit here, because these railguns are the big threat. That carrier's looking scary, too. He doesn't have his power in the weapons, but, I mean, I'm sure he will eventually. Also, the LAVs really want to attack the AV that's being sundered here, but looks like they didn't quite get the memo. Anti-air, maybe? It'd be really nice if you had some. Heavy vehicles armor 3 would be good too. That will really help your railguns survive against the bombers. Oh! He killed a bomber! Nice shot, Seagull. This is why they have that KIF pilot the LAVs, you know? They're dead eyes. Well, that's actually really funny. I mean, I guess I didn't think about that, but he doesn't have, you know, like, he can't dock fast enough, right? So he's able to just sort of kill them off there. This gunship here will escape, though, and the LAVs are sort of feeding in now, so I don't think he's got any of those left to fight with. And AreKharak needs to be careful. I mean, his carrier can really die here. He doesn't have the weapons powered up at all, which is really suspicious, and, he doesn't have the armor powered either, and you know, Saban carrier really hurts when it doesn't have the armor powered. He needs support cruisers, he needs anti-air. I mean, come on, please, you know. he needs something of that order. If I were him, I'd just, like, back up from here, so, okay, look, I did some really good damage. Let's just stabilize and see where the game leads now. And get some anti-air. I mean, gosh dang, like... This isn't exactly full wing, but it's still pretty ridiculous to ignore this. At this point, it's a little late for Heavy Vehicles 3, because all the railguns are dead. Yeah, support cruisers, though, that's really good. You've already got support cruiser anti-air. It'd be really nice to have those here. Yeah, he is going to build some. Good. Here comes a bomber. I don't really like hitting the carrier here, although it is doing quite a lot of damage, but you really want to be hitting the railguns, I think, and facilitate your carrier pushing. But, I mean, honestly, if I'm PhoenixYo, I just wouldn't push in here at all. I think that this is kind of a trap. AreKharak just needs to get anti-air and he'll win this fight. So, although it would be nice if you would, you know, power up his like weapons. Okay, there we go. He has powered up the armor now, which is good. Yep, and support cruisers are gonna kill off the gunship here. Here comes the bomber though. Oh, the bomber can't dock because there's a gunship docking. Oh boy. I think it will probably survive still though. Heavy Vehicles Armor 3 is coming out. That's actually pretty nice against the carrier PD, but the missiles are going to do most of the damage. Well, it's really nice against the support cruisers actually. It's got a lot of those. Another bomber goes down. Okay, but you gotta power up the weapons. You gotta power up the weapons. Oh man, you gotta. You just gotta. 20% repair. Okay, that's pretty good. You gotta power. No, don't power up the armor. You gotta power up the weapons. You gotta fight this one out. This is not gonna work. Oh gosh, this is giving me a conniption. This bomber will perhaps do friendly fire, which is kind of nice for him, but yeah, you gotta power up the weapons, man. Oh, this is actually a gunship. Oh, jeez. There's 2 bombers left. I mean, that's enough to kill this carrier. I think the game is kind of already decided here. Oh, man. Oh, and the gunship got away, too. Oh, no. The bomber didn't drop, though. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, the bomber didn't drop the bomb. Oh. No, surely not. He can't really win this, can he? Oh, jeez. No, I'm sure he can. His carrier is just so low here. And again, he doesn't have the weapons powered, so he can't do any damage anyway. I don't know, like, what the idea here is. Plus, you know, like, AreKharak could bring these support cruisers over too, but he's chosen not to do it. Okay, yeah, he does go down finally. Jeez Louise, man. What a ridiculous game. Man. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, it's a 1-for-1, and that does actually change things up in the group a bit. Let me look back at the, like, what the group looks like. I mean, it really depends what No Fun does, right? Because No Fun could get to upper bracket. In that case, it's kind of between AreKharak and PhoenixYo right now as to who advances. But if No Fun doesn't do very well, I think it's AreKharak and PhoenixYo who are going to get out. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to lie, Phoenix. I think both of these games were kind of terrible, but they were fun to watch, though. And I hope you guys at home enjoyed them, too. I'll see you next time.